This is part two to that video. What I was saying about custom assemblers. Um, you're just assembling things because you've been given everything. You've been given the talents and tools, intelligence, gifts, ability, wisdom, all of that. And we're given this, we're not given the earth, but we're brought to the earth and we're allowed to, partake in all of her natural resources as long as we return things to the earth. Because to just take is not healthy. You have to return things to the earth. So you have to understand that you're actually not creating something brand new. You're just putting pieces together and formulating things that the universe always knew you would. Because what you refer to as the present is actually the past. I know that's kind of hard to understand, but this moment right now has already occurred. Because after all, how could you predict something that hasn't happened? So there you go. The reason why you have these psychics that can predict the future is because there is no such thing. Everything has already transpired. You have already lived out your life. It's just that this is like a rerun. As hard as that might be to believe or understand, but it is very much the truth. So, in that sense, not only is this not an original life that you're living, but it's actually a rerun, but you're actually just assembling things because it's an assessment platform and a test to see what you're going to do with your energy, the revelation of the nature of your soul. That's why the celestials refer to this planet as Revelation Earth, the assessment platform. I've done a video on this before where a scientist or a researcher goes into the forest and they perch themselves high atop in the canopy, very quiet, very still, very stealthily there, and very covert. They don't want to spook any of the flora or fauna or scare anything in there. So they're coming there to study a particular species that's very rare, almost extinct. So how do you do that? You get the species, the study subject, to just feel comfortable in their naturally undisturbed environment. Because if they feel like they're being threatened, they will become defensive and that natural character will go away and they won't be acting as themselves. They will be acting unlike themselves. And the researchers want to catch them in their naturally undisturbed environment, being themselves, not being hypervigilant, because then that negates the entire purpose of the study and the research. So that's what the universe is doing. The universe gets you to reveal your nature by you thinking that there's no consequences, ramifications, or repercussions for anything you're doing. Because if you don't see any cameras or people, you feel that you could drop your guard, be yourself, and do whatever you want. There's no such thing as a perfect crime because the universe is watching all the time. So the universe has got this on lockdown. There's nothing you're going to do about it. You're going to be shown your life review when you leave this place, and you're going to be shown every single thing you've done. And it isn't some mumbo jumbo spirit garbage. This is the straight out truth. It's just unavoidable. So that's what I'm saying. You're not really here to create things, like create something from nothing. You're just here to see what you can accomplish and what type of initiative you're willing to take and what type of endeavors you're going to undertake and reach those through to fruition and complete them. Complete these tasks, your soul missions, your goals, your purposes of being here. So that's essentially why we're here. But there's other reasons, of course. You're here to experience this place and a lot of other stuff. But this place is not what you think it is because you are an alien to this earth. You're not from here. You are not the body. The earth is not your home. This life is an illusion. You were brought here from somewhere else. That makes you an alien. That's why when you refer to extraterrestrial aliens, that's erroneous. They are our older siblings from other places too. And we're all one soul family. But you see how they work it here, where every human being has a different last name. That's how they divide you. Just one. There's one source, one soul, one love, one earth, one life. But it's all broken up into these millions of little fragments and segments and fractions because subdivisions are easily controlled because they are just unto their very nature divisions. So divide and conquer. But it's up to you to stay united with your higher self. If you are curious as to what your higher self is, your higher self is that portion of your soul that chose to not incarnate in human form, thusly not be subject to the human condition. So that's what allows it to have a pristine, clean, clear, and precise connection to the divine. And it is your higher self that is tethering itself to you like an umbilical cord that keeps you animated in this physical, whatever you want to call it, paradigm, pantheon, amphitheater, whatever you want to call it, dream theater, whatever you want, house of pain, whatever it is to you. But that's exactly what's going on. So just Embrace the fact that everything is laid out before you. Even those thoughts of inspiration that you think that just pop in your head and come out of nowhere, they're sent to you deliberately. Like I was just sitting on the toilet and this brand new song just popped into my head, fully complete with lyrics and everything. I can't believe it. I'm just so talented. No, or I had this amazing idea for an invention. It just popped into my head. It just came to me. I don't know. It was just there and it popped into my head while I was in the shower washing my armpits. No, it's deliberately placed there because they want you to do something with it in the hopes that you will. But if you don't, it will be taken away from you, given to someone else who will. That's why you're sitting on the couch watching TV going, hey, wait a minute, I had an idea for that invention 10 years ago. You did, but you didn't do anything about it. So that idea was sent to somebody else who did. And there you go. You're watching them bring it to fruition because you didn't want to. Either you're lazy or you procrastinate and make too many excuses, or you don't have the time, you just don't care. Well, that doesn't get anything done, does it? You got to look at it realistically, man. But anyway, just embrace the fact that you're a custom assembler. You're not actually creating anything. The energy comes from source. You're manipulating the energy. That's really why you're here, to learn energy manipulation, to become a maven of pure energy manipulation and transfer of your intentions. Pure amorphous consciousness. This is the disembodied vision of the formless, non-physical. And that's exactly what you are as a cosmic being, a cosmic presence, not a finite entity here in a limited system. That's not what you are.